Welcome to this video lecture in the topic Design of Turbo Alternators from 5th unit Design of Synchronous Machines in the subject Design of Electrical Apparatus. So now we are going to discuss about the design of turbo alternators. So turbo alternators are having cylindrical rotor and cylindrical stator. Stator design is very similar to that of the silent pole alternator which we have discussed in the last class. So now we are going to discuss about the procedure to design a turbo alternator. So the turbo alternator, the diameter is limited by the maximum peripheral velocity because turbo alternators are going to be operated at high speed operation. So the peripheral velocity is the limit. So VA is called as the peripheral velocity. So VA is pi d ns. So from this we will be calculating the diameter. D main dimension diameter is VA by pi ns and ns is the synchronous speed. So the output equation we are going to modify so as to separate out or to calculate the main dimension d and l of the cylindrical alternator or turbo alternator. So kVA output equation kVAQ is equal to C naught d square lns. It is very similar. So C naught is the output coefficient. It is 11 B average AC kW center to the power minus 3. So here we are going to substitute for d from the above equation VA in terms of peripheral velocity of the machine, and so it is VA by pi ns. So in this d square we are going to substitute VA by pi ns in the output equation. So then we are this pi square, that is 11 by pi square, again it is 1.11. So 1.11 V average AC kW is VA square by ns. This ns and here ns square, no, so one of the ns will get cancelled. So it is VA square by ns into L into 10 to the power minus 3. So from this equation, actually diameter will be calculated depends upon the peripheral velocity of the machine. Peripheral velocity limit will be given in the problem. So based upon the peripheral velocity, first we will be calculating the diameter, and then once if diameter is calculated, and from this d square L we can calculate L. Okay. So diameter is calculated because based upon this VA by pi ns, VA will be specified in the problem. So this is the only difference between design of silent pole alternator and this turbo alternator or cylindrical pole alternator. Whereas in silent pole alternator, we will be separating out this main dimension D and L based upon the L by tau ratio. But here we are going to calculate diameter D and L based upon the peripheral velocity of the machine VA. So first we will be calculating diameter, and then actually from the output equation we will be getting the term d square L, and d first will be calculated by using this equation, and then we will be substituting in this d square L. D is known, then we will be calculating L. So that is the only difference in separating out D and L in cylindrical alternator or turbo alternator and silent pole alternator. Okay, so this is the output equation of turbo alternators. So from this we will be calculating D from this equation, and from D square L term we will be calculating the L. And specific magnetic loading and electric loading for conventional cooled alternator. So these are the values: B average 0.54 to 0.65 Webs per meter square, and AC is 50,000 to 75,000 ampere conductor per meter. But for a water cooled alternator, so it is high capacity alternator. So wherein this B average is 0.54 to 0.65 Webs per meter square, and AC is 1,80,000 to 2 lakh ampere conductors per meter. So these are the ranges of specific loadings of this turbo alternator. Then the length of air gap is very similar to that of the silent pole alternator. We can calculate by using two methods. One is Lg by tau ratio. So Lg by tau ratio for turbo alternator is 0.02 to 0.025, and or otherwise we can estimate from this short circuit ratio. So that procedure is length of the air gap. This is the formula: 8 lakhs kg Pg, Bg and Lg, and then this ATF naught, that is armature ampere turn on no load, that is ATF naught. So that is MMF of the air gap is 80% of this value. So 80 F naught in turn is SCR into ATA. ATA is armature ampere turns. Armature ampere turns is AC tau by 2, and so here we will be substituting this AC tau by 2, and then so that SCR, and another point is SCR is equal to 0.5 to 0.7 for turbo alternators, and Bg is the maximum flex density, that is B average by Kf, and Kf is the field form factor. So now we are going to equate the two equations. that is MMM for air gap is 8 lakhs kg BG, and LG is the gap contraction factor that already we have discussed in the first unit. That is also equal to this air gap MMF is also 80% of no load field ampere turns. That is 0.8 times of ATF naught. ATF naught in turn is SCR into ATA, SCR into ATA, and ATA in turn is AC tau by 2, so AC tau by 2. So all the parameters we are substituting. Then finally we are calculating LG from this equation, that is 0.8 SCR AC tau by 2 divided by this 8 lakhs kg BG. And then we are so this 2 will come to this denominator, and so then we are substituting the known values and we are reducing the equation. So we'll be getting finally the 0.5 ACR AC tau by kg BG into 10 to the power 6, and then we are substituting for this BG, so that is B average by KF, and so this KF will go to the numerator. So finally the equation to calculate this length of aircraft based upon this SCR is 0.5 SCR AC tau KF into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by kg B average. And so this is the design of turbo alternator. So in this design of turbo alternator, we have discussed about the rotor design of turbo alternator. That is rotor design in the sense based upon the value of the rotor peripheral velocity of the machine. Peripheral velocity, we will be separating out this diameter and length of the machine. And but in silent pole alternator, we will be separating out D and L based upon the L by tau ratio, but here we are separating based upon the peripheral velocity limit given in the problem. We will be calculating diameter, and then we will be calculating the length of the machine from this D square L term by knowing the output of the equation. So this is the first part we have discussed here, how to separate out this D and L in the machine, and then length of the air gap. So length of the air gap as usual, either from this LG by tau ratio, or by knowing the value of SCR, we can calculate the length of the air gap of this machine. So this is the design procedure of turbo alternator or synchronous generator. Thank you for listening. And one more thing, actually the stator or armature design is very similar to that of the silent pole alternator. That is calculating the number of armature slot, total number of turns per phase, and area cross section of the armature conductor or stator conductor. So these three parameters will be calculated as similar to the silent pole alternator. And whereas we have already discussed, anyhow I will tell you once again. That is design of armature or stator includes calculating the total number of armature slots. So that is based upon two parameters, that is stator slots per stator slot pitch YSS, and these are the different values, that is less than or equal to 25 mm for low voltage machine, less than or equal to 40 mm for 6 kV, or less than or equal to 60 mm for up to 15 kV. So this is one parameter. Based upon this, we will be calculating the total number of stator slots, and as well as we will be assuming Q, that is slots per pole per phase, Q value between either 2, 3 or 4. So based upon this also, we will be calculating the total number of slots. The common value between the two methods, we will be finalizing is the total number of armature slots or stator slots. And then turns per phase from the EMF equation, and flux we will be calculating from the specific magnetic loading. And then after calculating the conductor current by assuming the current density of armature conductors as 3 to 5 ampere per mm square, we will be calculating the area of cross section of the armature conductors. So this procedure of designing the stator of alternator is common for both silent pole alternator as well as for this turbo alternator. Stator design is similar because the stator construction is same in both the machines. Only the rotor design will be different in both the machines. That now we have discussed the based upon the rotor velocity or diameter, we will be separating out D and L in both the machines. So in silent pole alternator, we will be separating out this D and L based upon the L by tau ratio. Depends upon in turn whether it is rectangular pole or circular pole. But in turbo alternator, it is also very similar to the stator construction. So here only the limitation is the speed of the alternator, because the turbo alternator is designed for high speed operation. So the peripheral velocity is the only limitation in designing of the rotor of this machine. So the peripheral velocity limit will be given in the problem. Based on that, we will be first calculating the diameter, and then from this d square L term we will be separating out now this L, okay, by knowing the value of d. So and another thing, this output equation is modified based upon the value of this d new equation Va by pi ns. So this is the output equation. So we can directly substitute in this equation. We can find out this L also by knowing the value of d. Okay, so this is the design procedure of rotor side of this machine, and stator design is very similar to that of the Salin pole synchronous machine. Thank you for watching.